everyone, thanks for joining me. Today we are going to be making some of these little page embellishments made out of just an envelope and a couple of book pages, and then just decorated up. As you can see, I haven't done anything on the back because that will be going straight down onto the page. This one has a side tuck this way, little tuck there, and just an embellishment on here. Oh, and some string. This one goes the other way, and I've got two vintage cards tucked in a double pocket, and a card just for writing on tucked in there. And this one, it's quite a big one, big journal. And I've done a top loading pocket for this one. So you've got this in the top. You've got two little spaces for journaling, and you can embellish this some more. So I've just done a little bit of embellishing just to show you what it can look like. So obviously mine are going to be sort of, you know, vintage grungy style, because that's the type that go into my journals. But you can make these in whatever style you prefer. So what are you going to need? Well, first of all, envelopes. Whatever size you want to fit in your journal. You can do little tiny ones. You can do ones as big as your page. You need some book pages. I've just got a variety out of different books. And we'll get some embellishments out in a moment. So the first thing I do is get a couple of pages and just measure them up on my book page. I'm having a day with words today. A day of words not being right. Right. We're not going to rip nicely today, I don't think. So what we're going to do is we're going to make quite a jagged edge on this one. I want this one to be a little bit more grungy than the last one. And I know I can take a little bit off the bottom. And you know where those are going? Into my masterboard book. So just going to measure like that. That's my measuring, as you know. Nothing too dramatic I'm measuring. One of these is going to be my background. Cover that envelope up. Like that. So I have already inked the envelopes because, you know, it does take a while, doesn't it, to get all the inking done. And then all I'm going to do is very quickly, I'm going to go mad with this. I can do it down there. Just do a quick bit on that. And we'll glue this down because that is that bit done. So you don't even need to glue your envelope flaps shut, because you're putting this over the top and that will keep it down. Just like that. So that's your background. I mean, you can use coloured envelopes if you're doing, you know, quite a pretty journal. Then you've just got to decide where you want your tuck spot. Do you want it at the top? Do you want it on the right hand side? Do you want it on the left hand side? So I think I'll do a top loading one again. And all you do is you just trim off a little bit. You know this. You know this. This is really for beginners and people who tend to forget things like me. Now I am going to put a little, this is where a pocket goes, space, just there. And with the second bit that you've cut to size, because it's now the right height, let's move that one out of the way. You then just fold it to give yourself a stronger edge for, because it's very thin most of the time, vintage book page. So that will give you a stronger edge there. And then I just fold it in. I mean, you can use it both ways. It'd probably look quite cool if you left that edge there. So let's just ink that bit up. I should have enough on there. I think my ink pad's running out again. I've only just bought this. They don't last very long, do they? So you can either glue this or you can sew it. As you can see with some of my examples, I did sew one just to show you the difference. And I think they look really nice sewn up. But you have to decide that before you start gluing it all down. I'll just glue this one for speed purposes. And just get your pocket glued down here first. I'll do it on this. And then sort of glue this bit down as well. And I think I'm going to use this side. I have no idea what it says. If you are German and you're reading this and thinking, oh, that's a bad word. Yeah, I don't know. I can't read German. And I'm very sorry if I'm insulting you and you're German and there's some rude words in here. I don't know. I'm going to leave that sort of edge because I quite like that coming out there. I say I could have put it on that side. You can just decide where you put it. A bit more inking down there. See, it's run out already. I don't know what's the matter with this ink. I have to find something else. Might use coffee. Okay. And then all you need to do is find yourself some tags. Now I've done one big pocket there. So I do have a top spot bit that I've already made that will go into there. I do have a video on making these, the tissue paper one. And I may just put some blank page on the back for writing. If I can find, sometimes in books, you can find, and this is Pear's Dictionary of Cookery and Pastry. So I could probably just do this and glue this down. I'm debating whether to use this strong glue or not, but I will. I won't put too much. This paper is so fragile. It's really, really thin. There we go. So I'm going to sort of leave where the stitching is, and I'm going to put this on for a bit of writing space. There we go. And tuck that in there. So you can embellish this bit up. I do have some of my grungy makes. I've been on a bit of a grungy making spree. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of sort of page edges and things. So I could put that one on. I want a smaller one. I want to keep this. I've got a little tiny one. Nothing small enough. Oh, hang on. Here we go. See, quite like that. I'm going to pop that on. Got a whole bunch of those. If anybody wants me to do a video on how to make those, then let me know. Because they're just clusters, really. Page edge clusters, and I just make them. I don't think about them. They're just there. I just make a bunch all in one go. Right, so pop that on. So all we need now is a tag for the back, and I again got a pre-made one. So we're just going to pop that in, and that will be your. Oh, we need a thing on it. So what have we got? What have we got? And look at what fabric I've still got lying around my desk. Honestly, it's going to last me forever, this. And what I'm going to do, I think, is attach this to the top. And I will probably just sew that on, I think. That way. I'll just grab my sewing machine. It's only just here. And stitch that on. There we go. That'll make it easier to get in and out. And that's that one. How quick and easy is that? Should we do another one? Let's do another one. Because they are fun to make. And I've got this old, like I said, old Pears catalogue. And I think that is almost the right size. I just need to trim off a bit of the very edges. Just take them edges off, see how we're doing. And a bit more, a bit more. Okay, that's it. I'll get rid of those bits. So again, now because this is so thin, I'm thinking I might even need to wrap that round another piece because it's way too thin to be used on its own. Let's just break some of this off. Don't need all of it. Okay, and fold this. Hopefully a bit straight. And then we'll wrap this round it. Sort of like this. And while I've got my sewing machine on, I'm going to sew this one. Now, if you want 2 pockets, if you've got a big envelope and you want 2 pockets, then, you know, cut your little half circles out. But otherwise, you can go ahead and stitch or glue all the way round. And likewise, I'm going to glue this one down. It's about cooking. I don't think there's anything that's going to be bad words in the cooking. Ooh, hello. There's a cat. There's a cat coming. I don't know what she wants. I never know what she wants. I wish I could understand her. Usually it's food related. I'm going to very quickly see if I can get this finished before I have to go and sort her out. So this one, I think I'm going to have my pocket on this side. Oh no. I do tend to try not to use the one where the flap is. So we are going to have it on this side. I don't know, I just think it'll take away some of the integrity of the actual envelope. Even though it's being stuck down, I still sort of think, oh, maybe I should just, you know, not use it there. Oh, this is just not working. What is it? Oh, well, very lightly grunged up this one. So because my pocket is that side, I'm going to put my belly band pocket on the top there. I could put it in the middle. It doesn't really make any difference. I'll go sew them. I'll be right back. Okay, let's just cut my threads off. I've got to find a better place to put my sewing machine. It's like at the back of my desk and I have to like lean over all the stuff I've got out. Okay, let's finish this off. So our pocket is on that side. I'm just going to trim that off. I don't know why, I just am. So we're going to glue along. Oh, glued the wrong side. Okay, well, that's going to be upside down then. It's fine, doesn't matter. It's upside down. I don't know how I do it. I don't know how I glue it upside down. Just put on a couple of pegs to hold it a moment while we decide how we're going to decorate it. Now, I do have a couple of my pre-made tags here. You could just use these ones. I could make that into a double little pocket. It's a bit late, but you could put some glue just in the centre there if you've forgotten, like me. Oops, oopsie. Pop that on there. And I've just seen in this book these cool little maps. So what I might do is use some of that to decorate this. That would look really sweet. Or could make the tag out of that. Just need to back it onto a bit of paper. I've got some somewhere, guys. A bit of coffee dyed paper. Let's just quickly back that onto there. Yeah, that one. Let's cut it out. Cut it out with me ruler. That'll make rather a nice little tag. Journaling card, whatever you want to call it. Didn't even know this book had maps in it. That's quite cool. Save them bits, you know where I'm going to be putting them. Right, let's glue that down onto there. Now I'm going to have to get my sewing machine turned on again. I'd like to go around this one because it's going to look weird if this one isn't sewn and the others are. Obviously, that round the page is only sewn for sort of decoration. It's not doing anything. Glue that down. Give it a minute to dry because I don't really want to put it through my sewing machine when the glue's wet. Instant journaling card. Right, just give it a minute. It'll be a bit small, but it'll be fine. And we'll attach something to it to pull it in and out. A little tab or maybe a bit of lace. We can put this on when we stitch it down. Just get a bit of that. Yes, I was ready with the lace. So that will go on there when I stitch it. And these little ones we'll have some of this on. See, I was ready. They are white on the back. I haven't printed these onto coffee dyed paper. This is my new kit that I've just put out into my Etsy shop. It's got all vintage letters and things in it. I mean, you could put little vintage letters inside these envelopes. You know, they're going to be so useful. I'm going to be using them all the time, I think. So, pop them in. Maybe a tad long, but, you know, we'll leave them. You can decorate these up a bit more. But I'm just going to leave them like this for now because I don't know exactly what style of journal they're going in. And I like to decorate as I go. So, there we go. So, pop them in there. A couple of spare ones. Obviously, any tags will do. You could just pop one of these in. Probably put one of them in as well, if you wanted to. Loads of room. Let's stitch this. Hopefully it's dry enough. don't do the stitching on camera because it just shakes the camera so much you probably couldn't see what I was doing anyway. All right, there we go. So you've then got this little tag which you can pop in in between all the dangles that are coming out. We didn't put a little divot bit in, didn't we? We didn't do it. Get in. There we go. Make a bigger tag, but I could put another tag on there. You could put loads in there. Put a whole page of maps in. Look at that. Just completely up to you what you put in. So if I fold that, I could put one of them in as well. And that will go into one of my journals when it's ready. I love having pre-made stuff, especially tags. So there we go, guys. We are all made. I've got a few now to keep me going. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments. Anything you missed, anything that you thought, oh, you know what I didn't do? I haven't decorated this bit yet. What a silly Billy I am. I've got this little tray of stuff. I thought I was going to go, and I wasn't going because I hadn't done this bit. I've got some of Tracy Fox labels. I think we've probably all got these. I printed these out onto just copy paper because sometimes I just like to use them as collage. Yes, I do realise that I am now got the whole page the other way than what I thought I was going to have it. Not quite sure how that happened. So we're going to just decorate this slightly, like this. Let's put some tags on it. And maybe some words. I've done these. I've made myself some little words printed just onto some really old edges of paper, like these. I haven't got anything small enough, I don't think. But I might put it that way. As you can see, it's just the edges of vintage paper. And I just stamp some words on. There we go. Now we're finished. God, memory like a goldfish today. There we go. So now we're done. Could put a word on there, couldn't I? We're nearly done. We're there. We're nearly there. What's that little page? Because this has already got words, but I think we could just add something here. I've got my words out somewhere. It's all words that I've cut out or I've got from places too big. Could have it going the other way. Too long. We'll find one. Let's dig to the bottom and get a little one. Right. So this one says unique. And what I've done is I've typed words out onto my typewriter and then inked them. And I'm going to put it onto there and rip it out like that. And I'm going to put that whole thing down. Scrappy bit and all. There we go. Finished them off. Just finished them off. I love them. I think they are super cute and I can't wait to put them in my journals. So thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Really appreciate it. And I will see you all very soon. Bye for now.